welcome back to me, Schizophrenic. Um, I did some things off camera, but not like what you think. I met up with Tanis, died like 5 times. So, there's really nothing that got missed. But, I think I'm going to try to, you know, really talk about things I'm passionate about. Because I'm extremely passionate about firearms and stuff. And I want to start talking about history and stuff with some of these firearms because this is the only way people will ever really listen to me. Um, like places down at like gun ranges and stuff like that don't see, they won't talk to me because, unironically, I tried to talk about gun stuff with this dude at a gun range, but he said, well, because of your age, I don't feel comfortable talking to you about this. So I'm only 17. But this is the only way anybody's truly ever going to listen to me. And that's what I'm doing here, is talking and getting my voice out there. Because if I don't, nobody else will. Well, I'll have nobody listen to me. And this is my only option. So, holy fuck, I am getting touched. Fuck, bro. Ah. So, another thing is, that's the thing. I feel like, people talk about the gun community being so accepting. I've never really had that. Like, unironically, like, I am a huge firearm supporter. And, I mean, I know my stuff more than most fucking people. Which I know people are like, no you don't. I'm not saying I know more than Ian McCollum, no. No, they would know way more than me. Even the AK guy, he's like my favorite YouTuber of all time, besides Soup. They know more than me, but I'm talking about your average gun store worker who acts like they know everything. I've come to realize if you're not in your 40s, they're not going to believe you. And, like, one guy was giving me shit for using a 45 over a 9mm. And I told him, well, at the end of the day, why would it matter? If you look at it, the FBI has shown at most, like, incidents that come up are within about, if I remember correctly, 7 yards. Perfect range of a 45. But I'm wrong for choosing something I'm comfortable with. Because I don't live in the greatest part of town. I don't live in the safest area. So, when I'm home alone, when my parents go to search, I'm sorry, I would rather have something that if somebody were to break in, I can defend myself and I'm confident with. And that's another thing. That is so common. That people sit there and judge you for what you like to shoot. Like, I just don't get it. Like, people used to judge my dad for owning a Rock Island 1911 because he couldn't afford a Colt. That's crazy. I just, I just don't get it. That's the thing. I got so. My dream gun is an FN FAL. I told somebody that, and he's like, "Oh, real original." Like, okay, I'm sorry. And he's like, "Everybody wants an FN FAL. It's not just you, buddy." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm sorry about that then." And this is a real conversation I had. And this was at a gun show, and he's like, "You're probably not even original. Which one do you even want?" And I told him, "I want a G1." And he said, "I've never even heard of that." But then I missed the STG-58, and you immediately know. Which the STG-58 and the G1 basically are the same fucking gun. Just look a little different. Actually, no, they don't even really look different. That's the thing. People sit here and act like the community's all accepting when they're not. Like, my dad got shit for carrying a 40 because he liked 40. So, you know, people talk about, go with what you're comfortable with. But then they'll say, they're the same people who will sit there and judge you for going what you're comfortable with. Because in the modern day, if you don't go with 9 mil, you're just stupid, apparently. And that's the thing. Like, people also sit there and act like, you know, they act like 9 mils, you know, the best caliber ever made, when it's not. There is, technically at the end of the day, the best caliber ever really made, which, if I remember correctly, was 8mm Mauser, because that was the first commercial non-smokeless powder rifle round. Or, no, that was 8mm Labelle, I think. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 8mm Labelle. And that's because that round at least actually changed history. 9 mil's not that special. That there, at the end of the day, a lot of people sit here and act like some of these rounds are so special when they're not. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't act like, I shoot 38 a lot. 38 and 45 are the two I've shot the most in my life. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like 38's the best caliber in the world. No, because it's not. And then too, people like to talk about, well, see, 9 mil will put a bear down. Yeah, lots of things will if you shoot them enough. You gotta think about, you're shooting that tiny bullet too. So it just it just bugs me. And like, that's another thing. It's the fact of people who dick ride some of these calibers. But then they forget about the, well, this can kill this, or this can kill this. I'm talking mainly about on the hunt part too. I wouldn't shoot a bear with a 9 mil. Because I gotta waste half my mag before it even gets the threat to stop. That's just the dead honest fucking truth. A bear's not gonna go down to one 9mm round. They're not gonna go down to 140 round either. And that's the thing. They believe it does wonders. It's like magical. No, it's not. Like, is 9mm good? Yes. At the end of the day, it is very good. But it's not the greatest round in the world. Now, I'm not saying 45 is. I'm not one of those fuckers. I'm like, too. People sit here and act like ARs are the best guns in the world. I've had more issues with ARs than any gun. And oh my god, Daniel Defense, I fucking hate them. People dick ride them. Well, they're quality. Motherfucker, if you want quality, go buy the FN Ursula ARs. Which cost way cheaper. Instead of like $4,000 for your nice little AR. At least the one, if I got an FN Ursula, I can get a military contract AR. It's just not full auto. That's pretty fucking cool in its own right. It's so stupid. And then that's the other thing. People sit here and talk about, well, this caliber isn't that good. Any caliber can be good if you give it to the right person, if you really look at it. You know, shot placement really does matter. Fuck. I've known people who carry 22 mag their whole life. Like, one of my buddies, well, one of my dad's buddies. Sorry, I was listening to what he was saying. That's the thing. If you look at it, this is all honesty. 22 mag is like the perfect round. If you put that little bullet with a good shot placement, it has no recoil. King will or wee. I okay. It's just if you have good shot placement, any round can be good. And that's the thing, people don't get that. They believe every round, if it's not either 9mm or fucking, what's it called? What's this stupid fucking called? Sorry, I can't remember the name of it. If it's not 9mm though, it's not good. Like, okay. And, you know, like, I've made it clear. Like, I'm really just doing these videos for fun. And if somebody has an issue with what I'm saying, gladly say something and I'll listen to it. But from about 13 years old to now, I have studied guns every day of my life. I know a good bit. And at the end of the day, shot placement just matters. 5.56 can be good, even though a fucking blade of grass can move it. Well, if you watch the video where uh the AK guy does a video about the whole shooting with uh President Trump, and he hits him in the ear, it that tiny little piece of the ear. My controller died. That's great. The tiny piece of his ear, though, literally, you know, not of Trump's actual ear, but the ballistic dummy lab's head's ear, moved the fuck out of that bullet. Started to make it tumble immediately, which isn't a horrible thing, but to an extent isn't a great thing either. What am I supposed to do here? Did I go the wrong way or something? No. I'm so confused. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Uh, that's the thing. It's just people. I believe nowadays the new gun guys are just so annoying because they really don't know what they're talking about. I feel like, you know, they sit here and praise ARs, which yeah, ARs aren't bad guns, but they're not like the best in the world. Neither are AKs. They're really, at the end of the day, it really matters on your company, on your gun being good. I've noticed that. I'm just saying that ARs aren't the best. Fuck. In my opinion, bolt actions are like the best rifle. Not rifle. Bolt actions are probably some of the best guns. Because they can't fucking jam. At least they can't jam on you. ARs and AKs will jam like a motherfucker. What the fuck? Yeah, that's the thing. I just feel like people believe a little too hard in some of these rounds. Like 5.56 isn't the best in the world. Like, is it strong? Yeah, for what it is, it's strong. But like, would I rather go that over 7.62 by 39? No. I'm. If somebody asks for an AR, what caliber? I'm going with 7.62 by 39. But you know, I'm gonna end it off here, kind of short, cause I gotta go do things. So y'all have a great day. I wish y'all the best. Catch ya.